Hey, it's Drew. I'm 16 weeks on T now, and I just wanted to make a quick video. I'm going to talk about the stuff I'm working on for top surgery. Finally, really starting to get that under control. I've got about 40 days until when I would like to have surgery, and I'm also going to talk about, I got some teaching evaluations back from this last spring when I was teaching. So as far as surgery goes, I have a lot to do, actually. I need to have my therapist send their letter to the surgeon, who will then send all of the information to my insurance company, who then gets to decide whether or not I qualify for coverage under their criteria for gender identity disorder and what is necessary for top surgery. So that could be a major big block of red tape right there if my insurance company says absolutely no way, you do not qualify in what way, shape, or form. I expect to be just fine, because in their criteria, bottom line is someone male to female that has started hormone replacement therapy can be recommended for top surgery, chest masculinization, or however they term it, at that point in time. So that's where I am, and honestly that is the biggest thing, is that I have started T and it has changed for the worse how I feel about my chest. It wasn't quite an emotional, distressing thing before, and it's getting that way quite a bit. I'm actually sleeping in my binders now, which is weird and uncomfortable, but easier in the mornings. And then beyond the insurance coverage, the surgeon's fee is due up front 2 weeks before the surgery, and my insurance is reimbursing me, so I have to get a medical loan to cover that lump of cash, about $5,000, and my insurance company is not covering the entire surgery, even if they do cover it, because the only on-network surgeon for my insurance company is not someone that I'm confident in. I'm going to be paying out of pocket, so I need to have that cash on hand as well. So all of that needs to get to the surgeon 2 weeks ahead of time, and at that point I'm actually going away for about a week, out of town, so it'll be nice to have all that done before I go out of town. Then I will come back into town. I will have blood work done to check my cholesterol and other blood count things that I don't exactly understand, and have a physical done by my prescribing doctor for hormones, and she's my general practitioner, just to make sure that I am healthy enough to have the surgery a few days later. Not a big deal. So that's a lot going on for top surgery right now, but it is very important to me, and being on T, I have a lot more fun and I enjoy the little things in life more, because I feel more comfortable. I'm able to speak out more, literally with friends and in class and when I'm teaching. So having top surgery in the way is really starting to stress me out, and so I'm just going to kind of kick it right along and get it taken care of. I haven't had any doubts as to whether or not I want top surgery for years, so that's not something I'm worried about. As far as teaching goes, I mentioned in the past that I was teaching, and I'm teaching actually now. I teach general chemistry again, but I taught half a semester without testosterone, and then at midterms I started T, and then for the rest of the semester, the changes that you guys saw on these videos, I guess weeks pre-T through 6 weeks or something like that, my students saw those changes too. And at the beginning of the semester, I had introduced myself as Drew, and everyone can always call me DZ. That goes for now as well. But I didn't explicitly say I'm a guy. I was there to teach chemistry, and wasn't something that I wanted to try to road bump over. But I was concerned that being on T and the stress of transitioning was going to change the way that I taught, or make me a less effective teacher, or make my students less comfortable with me. And in the classroom, things felt just fine. I did see from time to time my students noticing my voice drop or that kind of thing, or my voice crack. But when I got my teaching evaluations back a couple days ago, and it was great to see that they were exactly the same as they were before. My students still really enjoyed having me as a teacher, despite not knowing what gender I was, and that was pretty evident because on these TA evaluations, basically in place of any pronoun on almost every single evaluation, it just said DZ, DZ was a decent teacher, blah, blah, blah. I think out of 50 evals, there were 4 instances of pronouns actually being used, half and half, he and she. For the rest of the time, it was just neutral DZ, and my students were happy to have me as a teacher. And so it's a big relief to get that back. As far as I started T, my life went on, I enjoyed what I was doing, I love teaching, and so to have that report is kind of encouraging. But that's all I've got for now. It is summer and it is really hot. I just went to Pride this last weekend and got a nice sunburn. But yeah, I'll be back in about 2 weeks. I'm just working away, which is why this video is kind of short. See you guys later.